We're back. Happy Pokemon Day, everyone. Come on in. Welcome to the birthday stream / Pokemon Day stream. Look forward to watching the brand new video from the Pokemon Company, Pokémon Presents, and see what's new for this year. Hope you guys are doing well today. I'm hearing a little bit of an echo there. I'm not sure if you guys could hear that or not, but yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for bearing with me. I know we've had a little bit of technical difficulties. Actually, my stream software completely crashed on me. So yeah, guys, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get right into watching the Pokemon Day announcements. Again, let me know. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Once again, we'll also be ripping some packs tonight. I'm going to be ripping some packs for myself to celebrate my birthday. And then if you guys want to rip anything, do be sure and check out the link in the description below and in the pinned comment. You can actually purchase packs on there. So we're not streaming on Whatnot tonight like we normally do, but you can actually buy packs if you want to rip something with me tonight. Welcome in, Pocket Trainer Ty. Good to see you. Valar Lavita says legend. Good to see you, Logan. Reboot Guy says hello. Good to see you. How's you guys' day going? Let's head over here. So real quick, if you guys decide you want to purchase any packs, head on over to the Pokemon Legends Marketplace on my district. The link is in the description or the pinned comment. Got a bunch of packs that we can rip tonight. You can just go get them straight from my shop there. I just want to, again, double check, make sure the audio is working correctly. Let me know, can you hear the video that I'm playing right here?
First thing I wish I knew was that there's not just one way to collect. If you recently started collecting Pokemon cards, or maybe you're like me and you're just getting back into this hobby after nearly 20 years, this video is for you.
Let me know, and then we will get started with the announcements. Let's see. Double checking with the chat. Were you guys able to hear the video when I played it a second ago? Hey, what's up, Pokey Steve? Say happy birthday to you. Or Pokemon. Let me know, guys, were you guys able to hear the audio from the video I played a second ago? I'll play it one more time. Just want to make sure I got this right, because I don't do this very often. So let's check out the binder video.
Because I probably will be shifting things and adding some more stuff there. But because there's plenty of room in this binder, we've also included the fighting type as well. And so
let me know, guys, can you hear that?
We got the Shadow and Machop over here. Some cool stuff. I love this light Machamp. I actually picked this up in a local trade recently. Really cool one. Got Aerodactyl.
Saying minor delay with audio versus your mouth. We can hear the film footage as well. Okay. Good to know. I'm sorry for the delay. I'll have to figure that out for next time. All right, we're gonna go check out the video then. If you guys already watched this, don't spoil it in the chat. Let's get the music stopped here. All right, here we go. Let's watch Pokemon Presents 2025.
I'm Ishihara from the Pokémon Company.
Ishihara.
Today, February 27, is Pokémon Day. This is the date the Pokémon Red and Pokémon Green games were first released in Japan, marking the beginning of the Pokémon series. It's been 29 years since the birth of Pokémon, and we've reached this milestone through the support of all you trainers around the world. Thanks to all of you, it's now possible to enjoy Pokémon each day in a variety of ways. We hope to keep bringing you new experiences to brighten your day-to-day lives with Pokémon. In today's broadcast, we'll be sharing all the latest news about Pokémon, including our newest titles. Please enjoy the presentation.
Here we go.
It's the Netflix series Pokémon Concierge. Taking place at the Pokémon Resort on a tropical island, the story follows Haru, who is still finding her feet as a new concierge, and Psyduck as they grow together through their interactions with the resort's Pokémon guests. Its charm lies in the warm visuals that can be achieved only through stop-motion animation. And new episodes of Pokémon Concierge are in production. They are slated for release in September 2025.
Okay.
What sort of Pokémon will Haru and Psyduck welcome as guests next? Take a first look at a few of the Pokémon they will meet in this motion test footage. Just look at the personality and how they move. But there's more. For a limited time, the first 4 episodes are available to watch on Pokémon's official YouTube channel for free. Please take this chance to watch them if you haven't been able to tune in to Pokémon Concierge yet. And we hope you look forward to the new episodes as well.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, definitely. I watched that last year with my kids. It's a cute little show. I definitely appreciate like the stop motion aspect of it. Definitely is very well done as far as that goes. Have you guys seen that yet? No, not a very long show, unfortunately. I wish it was longer than it is, but it'd be cool to see more of it though. Let's keep it rolling.
Hello everyone, I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokémon Company. Next, we have a number of other announcements to share with you.
In Pokémon Go Tour Unova Global will take place on March 1st and March 2nd. This event can be enjoyed at no cost from anywhere in the world where Pokémon Go is available. During the event, the legendary Pokémon Black Kyurem and White Kyurem will appear in raid battles and elsewhere. Also, trainers will soon have a chance to encounter Victini and Shiny Meloetta. We'll also share promo codes for everyone to enjoy. We hope you're looking forward to the new Season 2.
Okay, Pokemon Go stuff.
Let's ride this wave! Surf's up!
We're heating up! Let's give it our all!
Pokémon Masters EX!
Oh man, not gonna lie, I thought that was for one of the new Pokemon games. Nope, Pokemon Masters. It's an interesting game. I mean, I wish there was a little bit more to it, but it's kind of fun to play. Never played that. Does Pokemon sleep? got so many games that I forget about.
Remote Stadium will be returning to ranked matches. Enjoy intense
Good to see you,
battles in the
Tuscan.
unforgettable Remote Stadium.
Appreciate
a new
that.
type of battle
Thank you,
is
Eli.
also arriving, called First to 500. In it, a new feature called EOS technology allows you to gain special effects when you score a certain number of points. Plus, look forward to an updated map with updated wild Pokemon. The win condition is simple. Be the first to score 500 points.
They announced Pokemon Pocket last year. We're getting maybe a new set. Nice Raichu. Okay, Triumphant Light coming tomorrow. Are you guys still playing Pokemon Pocket? I feel like I've kind of fallen off a little bit. It was definitely fun for a while, but it just almost became like another thing to remember to do in the morning, but it was fun for a while. Maybe I'll get back into it check out the new set. Alright, let's keep it rolling. Alright, so an actual TCG trailer here. Alright, we got the Megas. Many of us predicted that. I guess they're not going to tell us the name of the next set or anything like that.
Allow me to share some news about the Pokemon video game series. In the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games, we're celebrating Pokemon Day with a Rotom phone case giveaway, along with a mass outbreak event and other in-game events to come. A mighty Meowscarada, Skeledirge, and Quaquaval will appear in a series of Terra Raid battle events. And even more Pokemon are planned to appear in the future. We hope you continue to enjoy the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games.
Like I have not played my Pokemon Scarlet for a while. I still need to finish the second part of the DLC. So maybe I'll get in there and try and take advantage of those raids or whatever they're called, those events. You guys still play Scarlet or Violet? I actually feel like it was a pretty good game. This is probably a hot take, but I also bought Legends Arceus. I tried to start playing it like a year ago. I was even playing a little bit last night. I don't know why, I just can't get into it as much as even Scarlet and Violet. So yeah, but I'll probably have to at least finish the DLC before the next games come out. I'm hoping they're going to announce those today. We'll see.
Next, please have a look at this video.
I love how he just appears on the screen to say, and now, here is another thing. Oh man, the nostalgia. All the generations. Whoa, Pokemon Champions. That was an epic trailer. Now in development for the Switch and iOS. That's what I was gonna say, because they started off showing the people playing on their iPhone or their phone. So are we actually gonna get a legit Pokemon game on iOS, or is this just a... I mean, they have so many other games on iOS, but I would love to see the actual, like, turn-based Pokemon game on iOS. We'll see. That was a really cool trailer, though. Definitely had all the feels.
What you've just seen is the world's first glimpse of a new title, Pokémon Champions. This title will be focused on the Pokémon battles you know and love from core Pokémon games. Pokémon Champions will continue the tradition of pitting your skills against those of other trainers from around the world, but this time we're aiming for these core-style battles to be enjoyed by more players than ever before. Game Freak, the developer of the core games, is carrying out the planning for this project, while development is being handled by the Pokémon Works. And Pokémon Champions will be coming not only to the Nintendo Switch family of systems, but to mobile devices too. You'll be able to choose how you want to play based on where you are. What's more, you can also connect with Pokémon Home. Thanks to this connectivity, you won't be limited to using Pokémon you can partner up with in Pokémon Champions. You'll be able to team up with Pokémon who joined you on your adventures in previous Pokémon games.
Yeah, that's cool.
We hope you're looking forward to battling Pokémon trainers from all corners of the world. Stay tuned for future announcements regarding the launch date of Pokémon Champions. Next, we'd like to share some information about the languages Pokémon series games will be available in. Mr. Tomás Cortijo, please take it away.
Saludos a todos desde la nueva oficina de Pokémon en la hermosa Ciudad de México. Soy Tomás Cortijo, director regional para Latinoamérica de The Pokémon Company International. El día de hoy estoy muy feliz de anunciarles que Pokémon Champions estará disponible en español latinoamericano desde el día de su lanzamiento. De igual forma, además de los 9 idiomas que los entrenadores y entrenadoras pueden elegir, Leyendas Pokémon ZA tendrá también la opción de jugarse en español latinoamericano. Esto significa que de aquí en adelante habrá 10 idiomas disponibles para jugar. Finalmente, como ya anunciamos con anterioridad, las futuras expansiones del famoso juego de cartas coleccionables de Pokémon estarán también disponibles en español de Latinoamérica. Localizar productos como Leyendas Pokémon ZA al español latinoamericano permitirá que millones de nuevos fans se unan a la comunidad global de Pokémon y se conecten con otros jugadores de formas nunca antes vistas. Como parte de The Pokémon Company Group, este es un claro ejemplo de nuestra misión de unir al mundo a través de Pokémon. Saber que los fans disfrutan aún más de jugar Pokémon en su idioma local nos permite explorar nuevas formas para deleitar a los jugadores de diferentes regiones y mercados como Latinoamérica. Este es un momento increíble para ser fan de Pokémon, sin importar en qué parte del mundo te encuentres, por lo que no puedo esperar para unirme a todos ustedes en sus próximas aventuras. Nos vemos pronto.
Okay, basically offering it in more languages, I guess. I thought they already offered it in Spanish, but I don't know, maybe are we gonna finally get maybe actual voiceovers for Pokemon games? Because that would be the main reason that they would need to do to make them more language compatible, is to actually, if they have a voiceover artist in the different languages. But I don't know.
Finally, here's the latest update on Pokemon Legends ZA.
Here we go. Okay, it's like a French region. Ooh, nice. We got Totodile and Chikorita. That Tempic is the third starter. They seem to be similar designs to the old Megas. Zygarde.
Pokemon Legends ZA is a new title in the Pokemon series. The story takes place in Lumiose City, the largest city in the Kalos region. Prism Tower stands tall at the center of this city of beautiful vistas. These days, Lumiose is undergoing a high-tech urban redevelopment plan to turn it into a city that people and Pokemon truly share. After you arrive in Lumiose City to see the sights, you'll meet 3 Pokemon, one of which will become your first partner: Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile. You'll choose one of these Pokemon to accompany you.
It's interesting that they chose 2 from the same generation, and then one, I don't even know what Tepig is from. But yeah, I feel like for Legends Arceus, didn't they have each of the stars be from like different generations?
You on a new journey as you get to know Lumiose City and its inhabitants. Here are some of the colorful characters you'll encounter. When you arrive in Lumiose, you'll meet a new friend and ally, either Urbane or Tawny. The hotel where you'll be staying is run by AZ. You'll also meet his partner, Floette. Lumiose's redevelopment is being managed by Quasartico Inc. You'll become acquainted with the company's CEO, Jet, and her secretary, Vinny. The different people you meet will make your time in Lumiose all the richer. To help people and Pokemon coexist, the city has set up wild zones. These areas, located throughout Lumiose, give wild Pokemon habitats where they can thrive. To catch one of these wild Pokemon, aim carefully, then throw a Pokeball. If you're having a hard time catching one, have one of your Pokemon use its moves to weaken the target, making it easier to catch. This game offers a style of Pokemon battling not seen in previous titles. Moves can have a longer or shorter reach, or different areas of effect. So choose your timing and positioning carefully to gain the upper hand. Lead your partner Pokemon through battles and dodge incoming attacks. Swap Pokemon if you need to and find the right moment to unleash a move. What's more, certain Pokemon can go beyond evolution by undergoing Mega Evolution. When a trainer's Keystone resonates with the Mega Stone held by their Pokemon, the Pokemon will do more than just change shape. It'll unlock a new level of power, turning the tide of battle in its favor. As Lumiose continues its transformation into a city that belongs to both people and Pokemon, who knows what kinds of encounters and experiences will await you. Pokemon Legends ZA, coming late 2025.
Maybe another spoiler. What was that?
Pokemon Legends ZA is scheduled to release in late 2025. We hope everybody can wait just a little longer for their adventures in Lumiose City to begin. That concludes our announcements for today. Thank you very much for watching.
Okay, interesting. So, late 2025, so I wasn't sure if we'd be getting the next gen game, so it seems like we won't be this year. What do you guys think? Anything stand out to you guys from watching that? Appreciate all the birthday wishes. Yeah, so it's interesting because I feel like for the last generation, for Sword and Shield, I feel like the fall of, if we were to kind of correlate the timing, the fall of this year would ordinarily be when the next gen games would release, and then the new TCG gen would start in like 2026. But it sounds like this time we're getting the Legends game, which is kind of similar to like Legends Arceus. So we're getting that at the end of this year. So what does that mean for the TCG? Does that mean we are getting a whole nother year after that of Scarlet and Violet? It's very interesting. Maybe they'll do like a whole year's worth to maybe to coincide with the ZA game. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Akron says 2.5 million views in 10 hours. That is crazy. Oscar says happy B-Day. Really appreciate that. I will say that the one thing I'm a little disappointed with, I mean, obviously we've only seen a little bit of it, but I thought we were going to get kind of like new Mega Evolutions. Like it almost seems like we're still getting some of the same designs. Like you saw the dark, kind of the dark Charizard with the blue flame. I don't know what you call it, but like that was the Mega Evolution. They all seem to be similar to what we saw in X and Y. But correct me if I'm wrong about that. I was just kind of hoping that we were going to see almost like a new design for even like the main ones like Charizard and Lucario, and I'm trying to think what other Mega Evolutions, Mewtwo. Yeah, I'm blanking, but seems like it'll be cool. The animation style looks okay. It seems very similar to Scarlet and Violet. Honestly, I will say the one thing I do love about Legends Arceus is like the the design of the graphics. Like I think that it's almost like a mix of like it's more like it's a 3D art, but it's more like flat looking. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but I kind of wish they had done that again. But Accuracy are Mega Evolutions different from VMAX cards? Yes. So VMAX is basically like a kind of a giant version of the Pokemon, and they usually have a little bit of a variance to them. Like Charizard VMAX, he has like flames for wings instead of actual wings. Trying to think what else. The designs for the VMAXs, they're very subtle, and then again, they're just basically giant Pokemon. For Megas, they're almost like a souped up version of the final evolution, is my understanding. Of course, I didn't play X and Y, so I'm probably not the best person to answer that. Yeah, but there's, if you go look at some of like, if you look up like Mega Charizard EX, you can see some of like the cards that have come out in the past. So they're usually some different design. Like Charizard got 2 like Mega Evolutions, I guess the X and Y version. I don't really know how that works, but yeah, one of them's like a kind of like a dark version, has like a blue flame. The other one is like still orange, but it's got like these like 3 horns, and it's kind of cool looking. Well, I'm excited. Not gonna lie, the only thing I don't understand about these announcements when they do them every year, it doesn't seem like they ever really focus heavily on the TCG. Like they mentioned it just briefly. They just showed that we're gonna get Mega cards, but yeah, you would think that they would take this opportunity to like announce like the next set that they haven't talked about yet, but whatever. Yeah, but I'm still trying to figure out like how that works with the next generation games and the TCG, because I think we all assumed, or a lot of us assumed, that this would be like the last year of Scarlet and Violet. Does that mean we're getting a whole other year of it, or maybe like a half year of it, or are we getting a whole year of ZA cards? I guess that's a possibility. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you guys are excited about these updates or not. And drop any questions you have in the comments below. We'll do some Q&A in just a second. And then I'm planning to rip some packs as well. You guys are quiet though. All right, guys. Well, like I said, drop your comments or drop your questions in the chat below, and we'll do a Q&A in just a second. And we'll be ripping packs as well. If you guys want to rip any packs with me, please check out the link in the pinned comment and in the description. And if anybody wants to rip anything there, we've got a lot of different packs we can rip. We got Crown Zenith 151, Stellar Crown, Evolving Skies, Paldea Evolved. What else? Surging Sparks. We also got some Japanese booster boxes, including Terrestrial Festival, we can rip for you guys. Let me know and go check those out on the Pokemon Legends Marketplace. You can use that link in the pinned comment in the description. Just wanted to refresh to see if we've got any orders in yet. Not yet, but if you guys do end up purchasing, just let me know in the chat in case I miss it. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick, and then we'll get to rip in and answer any questions you guys have as well. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. How's everyone doing? Still good? Sam Tran says happy birthday, really appreciate you. All right guys, we're gonna get ready to rip some packs. Just gonna enjoy myself a little bit, kind of a little birthday gift to myself. But like I said, if you guys want to rip anything, go check the link in the description or the pinned comment and we can rip it here as well. And also, like I said, leave your questions in the chat and we'll answer those as well as we rip and as we keep going here. We've got something pretty cool to rip right now though. Look at that guy. So shout out to my friend James, actually hooked us up with our solar panels. He actually found this out in the wild, and so he gifted this to me not too long ago. So really appreciate you. Let's rip into this. We're gonna open some Crown Zenith, and I do also have some Prismatic Evolutions. We're gonna do that closer to the end though. Never noticed there's some pretty cool promo cards in there. It's a nice Rayquaza. It's got the galaxy pattern on it. Got that as well. Kind of cool. All right, and this will be for later, but we'll go ahead and get the packs out here real quick. also had just one random loose pack left too. Another one. You guys are awfully quiet again. Leave your questions in the chat below and we'll answer them as we go along. And I do have a couple other Q&A questions that people sent me to our recent community posts, so we'll get to those in just a second. But first I want to rip some Crown Zenith with you guys. Give me 1 second, I'm just gonna resituate here. It's a little frustrating because I had part of the reason my stream messed up earlier is I had like a whole setup for this earlier, but for some reason it didn't save on my streaming software. So let's see if we can get this to look right. There we go. Actually, let's do it like this. All right. Let's rip some Crown Zenith. I feel like it's been a while since I've ripped this myself. Actually, let me fix this a little bit. That's better. I guess I'm still looking for that Arceus V-Star. I've never pulled that one and I still need that for my binder. And then, yeah, even though I've picked up the Mewtwo, that's definitely my favorite card from this set. So let's see if we can get that one today as well. All right, we got Coughing, Bidoof, Slandit, Purloin, Grubbin, nice Radiant Eternatus, and a Snorlax. If you guys want to rip any of these packs you see behind me here, then check the link in the description and in the pinned comment. That'll take you to the Pokemon Legends Marketplace where you can pick up packs to rip right now. Just let me know in the chat if you end up picking up anything. And I'll check frequently as well, but... Execute Order 66. Hey, we got the Manaphy, very nice. That one used to be very playable. I don't know if it still is or not, but very nice. Kricketot, Shinx, Mr. Mime, Sunkern, Galarian Berserker, and non-hollow Scizor Rare. Ultra Ball, Shinx, Larvesta, Oddish, Seal, Potion, and we got Colress's Experiment. Very nice. One of the Galarian Galleries. Kind of one of the first alt art trainer cards, I guess you could say. And then they started doing it a little bit more in Scarlet and Violet. Beyond Mega. How's everyone doing this evening? You guys are quiet. I know it's right around dinner time though for a lot of people, so maybe you guys got your mouth full. I understand that. It's electric. Boogie woogie woogie. Helioptile, Wooloo, Shanks, Panjam, and oh yes, we got the Magmortar Galarian Gallery. I needed this one. Yes, I have the Electivire version. There's one with Electivire and Magmortar where they're friends, and here they're hanging out by the campfire. That's awesome. It's a good artwork there. Yanmega again. What you guys' thoughts on the Pokemon Presents announcements? Anything stand out to you? Was it just kind of meh? Honestly, they are sometimes a little bit meh. I feel like they should, it feels like there should be some more announcements in there, but I guess that's all they've got going on right now. Meowth, Wailmer, Zacian. Joseph says, happy birthday and love the content. Thank you so much. We got the punching energy. Chatot, Yanma. Ooh, nice. Latias, I mean. Not bad. Getting stuck in the clotheslines. It's a pretty decent box. Got like 3 Galarian Galleries. Plus a Semi-Seer V double banger. So got several packs left. For those just joining us, we're ripping the Sea and Sky collection box. First time I've opened it because I don't have a Sam's Club membership, but this was graciously provided by my friend James. Shout out to him. Psychic, Fincurchin, Great Ball, Bisharp, Pawniard, Wailmer, Pokeball, Corphish, Oddish. Ooh, nice. Darkrai V-Star. That's solid. Very solid. Galarian Gallery textured. Yeah, this is a really decent box. Like I said though, I am chasing the Mewtwo V-Star, the Arceus Gold. That's the one gold I actually like. Never pulled that one. And then there's one of the Evolutions I still need. Between the Leafeon and the Glaceon. Both of them are really great, but one of them I already have. So I'd love to pull whichever one I need. Chubrock says, happy birthday, bro. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hope you have a great day as well. Wailmer, Shanks, Corphish, and oh my word, another Magmortar. That's crazy. I literally never pulled this card and we got it twice. That's such a great artwork. Double hits with a Semi-Seer V-Star. All right, a couple packs left. Psychic, Young Goose, Cherubi, Starly, Switch. Hey, Diancie. I'll tell you what, it's no wonder why people love this set. You get so many good hits. Double hit. PokeZaddy says happy birthday. What are your thoughts on the Pokemon Day announcements? Felt a bit underwhelming to say the least. Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, we just got done watching it a second ago. Yeah, it kind of, I guess it raises some questions for me. I guess the only part I'm extremely disappointed about is I really thought that we were going to be getting like the next gen game announcement this time, even if it was just like a really brief spoiler. Although they did have like a little bit of like a spoiler at the end. I don't know what that meant. I'll have to look at that in a second once we're done with this rip. Samwise Gamgee, good to see you. He said happy birthday, God bless you and your family, Jesus is king. Love it. Thanks for being here, appreciate you. Thanks for your support. Yeah, we're ripping some stuff for myself right now, but guys, if you want to rip something yourself, or sorry, if you want me to rip something for you, we got some other packs here available that we can rip for you. Just go check out the link in the pinned comment or the description. I'll take you to the Pokemon Legends marketplace, and yeah, we can rip something for you. Salandit, Purloin, Lairon, Luxray, Nada. PokeZaddy said, yeah, at the very end there was a subtle hint to something. Yeah, I don't know what that was. We'll definitely look at it in a second. I meant to actually look back at that. You're reminding me now. Yeah, what I was saying earlier is, because I was expecting that we were gonna get the next gen game announcement, because I thought that the end of Scarlet and Violet would be basically like January, essentially, this coming January, because usually what they do is they have like a mainline game released, I think in the fall. At least that's what they did for Scarlet and Violet, but instead of a mainline game, we're getting like one of the Legends games released this fall, and maybe even winter. It said the end of 2025. So does that mean for the TCG, are we not getting a new gen yet? Are we gonna maybe get a series of sets related to ZA? Kricketot, Aaron, Riolu, Starly, Helioptile, and Tangrowth. Alright, 2 packs left for Crown Zenith. And you see, guys, we actually do have some prismatic packs I'm going to rip for myself a little bit later. Stay tuned for that. Yeah, but keep dropping your questions in the chat, and we'll do a little Q&A session in just a second. Of course, I'll do my best to answer them as we're going through these as well, but multitasking is not always the easiest thing for me. We got the water, Carnivine, Rare Candy, Lairon, Potion, Aaron, Corphish, Energy Search. Nice Scyther artwork. Okay, we got a reverse Hollow Energy, not the textured version. Forgot about those in this set. And Zorora, Nada. All right, here we go. Let's get that last pack magic for Crown Zenith. Hey, we've got some really solid stuff from our box, from our Wow, what's the name of it? I already forgot. I want to say Blooming Waters. I know that's not it. That's not it. Sea and Skybox. Here we go. We got the Metal Gear Solid, Rare Candy, Dusclops, Energy Switch, Yanma, Poniard, Cricketot, Chatot, Bidoof, and guys, we're ending off with just a Raihan Hollow. Not too crazy, but man, take a look at all the hits we got. Couple just regular V's and V stars, but we did get quite a bit of Galarian Gallery stuff. Look at this. Got the Darkrai V-Star, Latios. We got 2 of the Magmortars, Colress. Yeah, solid. I'll take that. I'm really excited about the Magmortar to see which one I'm gonna keep, because get to choose. Pokizaddy says Crown Zenith is so generous. Indeed. Samwise says Legends Arceus is the best Pokemon game on the Switch. I hear a lot of people saying that. I definitely feel like that's a common opinion. I'll be honest, I said this earlier today, I have not been able to get into it. I don't know why. So far, and maybe, yeah, I don't know what it is, but so far I kind of actually like Scarlet and Violet a little bit better, but I'm probably dusted for that take, but you never know. Maybe it's just the time of my life that I'm playing it. Maybe I had more free time when I was playing Scarlet and Violet or something, because right now every time I try to pick up Arceus, like I tried playing last night, honestly, and I don't know, I just haven't gotten into it so far. It's definitely a different style game, but it's still good though. I do love the graphics for it. All right, real quick, let's go back to our browser here. We gotta figure out what this little spoiler can't talk. See what the spoiler was at the end.
Certain Pokemon can go beyond evolution by undergoing Mega Evolution. When a trainer's keystone resonates with the Megastone held by their Pokemon, as Lumiose you 5.
All right, here it is. This is a promotion match announcement. What is that? I mean, it looks to me, it just looks like the structure that they had in the ZA trailer, which kind of looks like the Eiffel Tower, but it's like a futuristic Eiffel Tower. What is that? Am I wrong? What is that? No, there was also like a little like glitch. I wonder, does it say anything different on the glitch? Yeah, maybe not. Probably overthinking it. Yeah, kind of interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely excited for the Mega Evolution. I was not around when XY was a thing. So, yeah, that'll be cool to experience that for myself. Let's move this out of the way for a second. So I think the end of the ZA trailer is a hint of some enemies going after the central tower. Lysander or Giovanni. Oh, that could be. I like that theory. Was it with the thing I just showed, or was there a different part of the trailer? Because I felt like there was something else here too with Pikachu. This is probably nothing, but
thank you very much for watching.
You're welcome. Yeah, that's nothing. Was there something else, or was it with the part that I was showing a second ago? It's showing somebody's dark room. Yeah, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. All right, guys. Nobody wants to rip anything tonight? Did I miss any sales here? Let's see. Almost got the Triforce there. What is the Triforce? All right, no takers yet, but like I said, guys, if you're wanting to rip something, check out the link in the description and the pinned comment. We got packs available over there. All right, let's head on over to our community post here. Whoops, there we go. You can keep the music going though. Got a couple people responded here. I kind of just did this last minute. Drop any other questions you guys have in the chat. Have you tried eating a Pokemon card? It tastes yummy. I'll take your word for it. All right, here's a good one. Gravity J 6451 asks, what's the balance between keeping stuff sealed and trying to open stuff to get a card that are pricey to pay for? See if you guys can see that on the screen. A little too zoomed in. There we go. The balance between keeping stuff sealed and trying to open stuff to get a card that are pricey to pay for. I would say, I don't know that there is a balance between the two. I think, honestly, you're always going to be better off buying the single outright. And I know maybe that's controversial to say with how expensive certain cards are, like the new Moonbryon, but yeah, honestly, your chances of pulling that one card that you want are slim to none. Honestly, paying the $1,600, whatever it is right now, which I don't recommend you do, but you may honestly be better off just paying for it outright. Yeah, you can open packs and gamble to pull it, but you just have to realize that that's what you're doing. The gambling aspect of it, it's just, you gotta approach it as just fun and enjoyment. If you enjoy just the rush of possibly getting to pull that card that you are trying to pull, then yeah, go for it. Have fun ripping packs. But honestly, the odds are really not in your favor. Like, you really are most likely going to lose, and you're not usually going to make back any of the money that you paid for those specific booster packs, especially with how expensive certain packs are these days. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. That's the way I would approach it, honestly. And you'll see that I just ripped a whole Sea and Sky box. So I enjoy ripping packs. I would love to, would have loved to pull the Mewtwo V-Star, but even that card is one of the more expensive cards in the set. I would have been much more better off just going and purchasing that card, which I've already done. So I already have that card in my collection, but I also recognize that sometimes it's fun just to rip and take your chances. And I definitely understand that it is special when you can pull a card yourself to put in your collection. But yeah, you gotta have some balance there. I think just rip as much as you can afford to do and expect to never see that money again. And then after that, I would just buy a lot of the cards outright. Now for the very pricey cards like we have now for Prismatic Evolutions, I would wait a little bit. There's a good chance that a lot of those cards will come down in value. All right, any thoughts on what I shared, guys? Feel free and join in the discussion in the chat. All right, Score PX 13 asks, how do you like vending at card shows? It seems fun, but then again, it seems like a lot of pressure to be at a table by yourself. Well, I go back and forth about it. Overall I enjoy the experience of it. What I don't like about it is just all the preparation that it takes that most people don't see. First of all, you got to pack up a ton of different stuff. You got to, if you are selling sealed product, you got to package it up in a way that's not going to damage it in transit. You got to put cards in binders, and you got to, well, you don't have to, but it's a good idea to price out a lot of your stuff ahead of time. And of course, I probably never have priced out every single thing ahead of time. I do my best to. Definitely the last time I vended, I did a better job with that. But yeah, for the several days leading up to it, I was spending that preparing for the event. And then, oftentimes you're getting up super early, lugging a whole bunch of stuff. So that part I don't enjoy, but I do enjoy the aspect of just hanging out with the other collectors and selling stuff and haggling and that sort of thing. If I could do that and not have to price things out and pack things up, like, I would do it probably all the time. But yeah, so I guess all that to say, I do enjoy it overall, but it's not something that I would do every month personally. And it kind of works out because we have a local card show it's very inexpensive to do it. It's between, I think, maybe $40 and $80 depending on which table you get. So that's really a good deal. Most places are going to charge a lot more than that to vend. So that's another thing you got to keep in mind. You got to make sure you actually have that cost factored in on top of any travel you may have. If you're traveling to like a Collecticon to vend, you're going to have all kinds of other expenses like hotels and maybe airfare on top of, I think their tables are, I think a couple thousand per table, or maybe at least a couple hundred. I could be wrong about the thousand part, but they're not cheap. You got to do very well and have some good inventory, I think, to actually make that worthwhile. I guess one more thing I'll say about the vending though that I've come to appreciate, and it's not something that a lot of people talk about, but it's a great opportunity to buy stuff and to trade for stuff, because at least at my local show, like, it seems like half the people will come up to me and ask me if I'm willing to trade, and possibly asking if I'm buying anything. And I think some vendors probably get annoyed by that because they're like, I'm here to sell stuff, and I can get like that sometimes too. But I've realized that it's actually a good opportunity, because sometimes people bring by cards that that you can sell for some profit. Like, usually vendors will buy it at a percentage, and so if it's a card that I know that I can turn over really quickly, that can be a great thing. And then what I've also use it as an opportunity for, because I'm trying to go more in this direction, is use it as an opportunity to find gradable cards. So I usually won't say no to a potential trade or buying something, because I want to at least look at the card and see if it's something that I could get graded, and then that makes it worth it for me. And I think that's good, because, you know, I'm there to sell, not necessarily to buy. But if it's kind of a win-win, if there's something in it for me and something in it for them, then I think it can be a good thing. So anyway, that's a long-winded answer, but hopefully that is helpful. All right, real quick, just checking back with the chat, make sure I didn't miss anything. Pokezaddy said, ripping for fun without worrying about value is the absolute best way to look at it, for sure. I agree. Yeah, you gotta don't expect to make money from ripping packs. Is it possible? Sure, but so is winning the lottery. It doesn't make it really a wise thing to do. Yeah, so like I said, just realize that it is some small form of gambling, and that can be fun. It can be fun to try and go for that expensive card, but just realize that this is money you'll probably never see again. So what else we got here? How often do you find PSA 10 candidates at card shows? I feel like it's pretty hard, because most vendors probably grade their own cards, but I've never been to a card show before. Yeah, great question. It can be challenging, but it's definitely possible. I've found a lot of my cards that I've graded PSA 10 at Collecticon, and even at some of my local card shows, like I've just mentioned. Like some of the cards that I did a trade for were ones that I thought looked pretty clean, and so I've been able to do it that way as a vendor. But then also going to Collecticons, I've been able to find some cards that are grade worthy. And really the best strategy is just to find vendors who maybe don't have any or very few graded cards. Sometimes vendors will have graded cards that they maybe got in a trade themselves, but maybe they don't actually grade very much themselves. So that's really the best way, is just, don't waste your time with vendors that are mostly selling graded cards, because chances are they've already picked through most of what they have. And then Lucas asks, how do you balance your faith in Jesus and Pokemon card collecting? Do you struggle to put one before the other? Definitely a good question, and I won't spend too long on this, but one thing that I will say is, or one thing I'll recommend, actually, you go check out. There's a book by, he's an old, I want to say maybe 18th century monk named Brother Lawrence. It's called Practicing the Presence of God. It's basically talking about incorporating your relationship with God with everything that you do. And so it's not kind of an either or thing, like, are you serving Pokemon cards or are you serving God? It's no matter what you're doing, you're inviting him into the experience, and vice versa, asking him what is right for you to do in certain circumstances. And yeah, so hopefully that gives you at least just a really baseline answer. But that's a resource I definitely recommend to a lot of people, is the book Practicing the Presence of God by Brother Lawrence. I think there's an audiobook online as well. But so yeah, guys, any other questions? Drop it in the chat. Again, do you guys want to rip anything? We also have many packs we can rip tonight. As you can see, we do have some Crown Zenith as well. We can rip for you guys. 151, Stellar Crown, Evolving Skies, Paldea Evolved. Just let me know. Like I said, feel free and ask me anything, drop it in the chat, but I think I'm gonna rip some Prismatic Evolutions if there's no other questions. And like I said, I can be answering stuff as we go along here. I haven't decided how much I'm gonna rip. I actually have a few other sealed boxes that I wasn't planning to rip, but gotta go out for your birthday. All right, here we go. I feel like I've only been able to rip so much of this product myself, so let's see. Can we finally get an evolution? All right, we got Houndour, Applin, Godin, Hootoots, Festival Grounds, Halucha, Techno Radar, and we got the Pokeball Binding Mochi, Glass Trumpet, Hollow Archelodon, so we'll sleeve this up. Shout out again to PokeNotify. That's really the only reason I was able to find this product right here. So got a couple of the binder collection boxes. I think we found them when they were available on Amazon. Lacy Reverse, Flareon Reverse, and Hollow Vezidipity. Archelodon is such a different Pokemon, yeah, definitely. The skyscraper Pokemon. And it's supposedly a dragon. Execute Order 66. Area 0. Blitleo. PokeNE, Hollow Leafeon. Nice. I don't know if we're gonna be able to beat that that demigod pack we got. Ooh, here we go. We got something though. Slowking. Oh, just the Pokeball Hollow. Man, I would have loved the Master Ball for that one. Pretty cool though. I like the art. On top of Applin and Hollow Monkey Dory. Lacy, Executor, Amorous, Baneri, Hollow Flareon. Yikes. Noibat, Black Belt, Dusclops, Hippopotas, Black Belt, Pokeball Reverse, Flareon, and something. Terapagos EX, not bad. Any of you guys watched the Pokemon Horizons TV show? Been watching that slowly with my kids, so definitely just got to the part where this Pokemon is revealed. Shaman. Okay, we got Dusknor and also a Pokeball. Vaporeon and hey, Friends in Paldea. Nice, that's pretty cool. I don't think I've seen this yet. Got Penny, Nimona, Arven. Nice. All right, got a question for Andrew. So, what do you think will stand out about the Scarlet and Violet generation in the future? For example, when Vivid Voltage came out, everybody was excited for Rainbow Pikachu, but now it's $100 card. Yeah, good question, because I think the point that Andrew's making is that certain cards that are hype right now may not be the most popular later on. The Pikachu Rainbow Rare was a good example of that. Yeah, that used to be $200-$300 card, I think. And yeah, people largely don't care much about the Rainbow Rares now. So I mean, I do feel like it's very interesting. It's obviously a bit the set Surging Sparks is definitely a better set than Vivid Voltage, but I see a lot of parallels between the two. Like, I feel like that Chase Pikachu, it's nice, but is that really going to be that expensive of a card down the road? I personally am a little skeptical about it. I could see it being a $100 card like the Rainbow Pikachu, but is it going to be the main standout card of the generation? I don't know about that. Yeah, I've been very vocal about this. I'm still very skeptical about the Greninja. To me, that one doesn't make much sense for how expensive it is. I almost feel I put the Greninja in the same camp as like the Tyranitar alt art. Like, I think it's a semi-popular Pokemon. It's a nice art, but it's probably not going to be, you know, the most expensive card. So I guess to answer the question, what do I think will stand out about SV? I'll tell you what, I mean, this set, will it always be as hype as it is now? I don't think so, but I still think people love the evolutions, and so I could see these ones standing the test of time in a lot of ways. I think, yeah, I think there are quite a lot of illustration rares that are very nice and that people are now finally appreciating that they didn't originally. I think you got to look at a lot of those examples. A lot of times cards are not well accepted early on, but when they start to gain traction further down the road, I think that shows that they have some legs to them. So I think, you know, the Magikarp may always be a pretty expensive card. What are some other ones? The Squirtle and the Bulbasaur, I think, are great illustration rares. I know there's some other ones I'm missing. Yeah, the Persian I think is great from Shrouded Fable. I think some of those, not that they'll be like the most expensive cards in the era, but I think they'll do well long term. They a lot of them remind me of like the tag team cards, which were, you know, people liked them, like the alt-art tag teams, but they weren't what they are now, what they're known as now. Pokezaddy said, that's how I feel about the promo cards for Kingdra and Greninja. They are beautiful, but I don't know about their current prices. Yeah, I mean, they're not too bad. Let me look at them up. I don't remember what they're at now. I mean, they are promos, so they're a little more abundant than certain cards. That's one thing to keep in mind. So the Kingdra's $24. I mean, to me, that seems pretty fair. If anything, I think they may have just been way underlooked before. Now, if they end up reprinting those collection boxes again, then yeah, I think you're right. They may come down a good bit. But people did not like Shrouded Fable, and I didn't really love it that much either. So I don't know that they would have much of a reason to reprint it. $40 for the Greninja almost. I don't think they're too crazy, in my opinion. Now this is crazy. It's a beautiful card. I like the card, but I don't see it. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't even sharing my screen. Dummy. Here we go. I was trying to show you the Greninja. It's about almost $40. This one is $400. Yeah, there's the Kingdra, $24. Sorry guys, I wasn't sharing my screen. I thought I was. I'm definitely a lot more comfortable with those promo cards being the price they are compared to Greninja. To me, Greninja, I mean, we're in a different time. There is a lot more people in the hobby than there was even back in Sword and Shield, which is crazy to think. If we had been in Sword and Shield times, as far as the number of people in the hobby, I think Greninja EX would be like a $60 or $80 card. I think it would eventually come down to that. Then maybe slowly rise a little bit. Again, similar to what I've seen like the Tyranitar do. There might be a good example of alt art. I can't think right now, but I think it'll eventually be like $100, $150 card if this many people remain in the hobby. Thoughts on the Van Gogh Pikachu? I think it's a really nice promo card. It always reminded me of like those the Munch cards. You know which ones I'm talking about? Let me see if I can find them. Am I still sharing my screen? Yep. Okay. Wait, is there a Pikachu one? I'm trying to remember what. Maybe we'll try Psyduck. I know there's a Psyduck. I have no idea what they're called on TCG Player. Alright, well I probably shouldn't be looking on TCG Player. Let's look on eBay. Like eBay is always just a little slow on my desktop for some reason. Yeah, see, so these are the Munch promos. So these are basically like reimagined, basically art pieces. Munch is the artist. So they had a couple of these. They got the Psyduck, you got the Pikachu. Oh yeah, these are nicknamed the Scream promos. So anyway, the Van Gogh Pikachu, it always reminded me of these cards, and these have done very well, as you could see. So it doesn't surprise me that it's gone up in price. Now we definitely didn't know how many there were, and there definitely are a lot. My friend Dan Kitchemal Collectibles, he bought like a whole case of them recently, so there's even cases out there. So there's a lot of them, but there's a high demand for them. I think it's a very unique promo. I think I would like it more if it were like an actual textured card, a more shiny card, but I do like the card. I don't like it enough to get it graded for myself, but I do have one in my binder, so. Yeah, exactly, yeah. There's a Pikachu one. The Psyduck one is my favorite one. I probably, if I ever pick one up, I'll probably get the Psyduck one. I don't know if I'll really... Yeah, this is a little bit out of reach for me, at least right now. And I like them, but I don't like them $800 worth. So, but I again, I feel like the fact that Psyduck, he's kind of always been like that goofy character. So the fact, like, I felt like it kind of matches his personality. Plus I like that it also has Gengar and Haunter in there. But yeah, appreciate you guys asking, appreciate the engagement. Any other questions you have, just drop them in the chat. We'll keep it rolling. All right, got a couple more prismatic packs here. Let's see. I don't want to rip more product, but we might have to if we don't pull anything decent in these next couple packs. Quantum Key says, happy freaking birthday. Appreciate you. We got Dusclops, Dunsparce, Houndour, Festival Grounds, PokeNE, and Teal Mask Ogre Pond. What do I think about Brute Bonnet? Man, I can't even picture the one you're talking about. Is that a Kamiya artwork? I'm picturing like the mushroom Pokemon. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the Pokemon, but the art is kind of cool. Yep, that's a Kamiya artwork. Let me, oh, once again, I'm not sharing my screen. There we go. That's the one we're talking about. Yeah, I like the art style, and I know there are Kamiya collectors out there, so this will definitely be one to add to the binder. Of all the Kamiya cards, this is one of them. Thanks for the question. Come on. Don't do us like this, Prismatic. Not even a Master Ball yet. I guess we got the Friends and Paldea. Eevee Reverse. Larvitar. Hollow Pheasantipity. Now we got a Umbreon pack, gotta save that one for last, at least in this pack here. You say you're wondering if it might happen to become the chase card, like Drowsy from SV Base. Yeah, that's an interesting thought. I understand where you're going with that. I just don't. Like, it's not just the fact that Drowsy is the Kamiya artwork. I think it's Kamiya. Or is it Shinji Kanda? No, I'm second guessing myself. My bad. Where is he? There we go. Yeah, it's Kamiya as well. Yeah, I love that artwork. I definitely picked that one up at a good time before it went up. Man, 65 for a light play copy. That's crazy. What's the... Gotta see what a near mint copy is going for. Pretty similar, 60. Yeah, it's a good card. Yeah, I guess that must be the most expensive card in the set now, which is crazy. Would I have guessed that it would be the most expensive card? No. I definitely understand though why people like it. I just don't think that. What's the other one you said? The something bonnet, the brute bonnet. I just don't think that it has the mass appeal as far as popular Pokemon goes. And even though Drowsy may not be the most popular Pokemon, it's still a genuine Pokemon. A lot of people, well, like myself, collects pretty much all Gen 1 Pokemon. So, hey, peeked at you. Good to see you. Said I literally have like a minute and wanted to wish you happy birthday. Thanks so much, man. Really appreciate that. I know I still have a message I need to respond to in my inbox from you. Sorry about that. I need to look at my calendar about that date you mentioned, but really appreciate it. Now I might be making this up, but isn't your birthday in February too? Might be thinking of someone else. I don't know, but let me know. Great to see you as always. Quantum Key says appreciate the honest take. Of course. That's all I know how to do. All right. Real quick, my AirPods cut out on me. Can you guys still hear me okay? I think we're still good. Just want to make sure. Can you guys still hear me in my mic? I need to get some new AirPods. The battery just does not last like it used to. But I've had the AirPods since like 2020, maybe 2019, so can't complain about that. Here we go. Riolu, Ursaluna, Hollow Sylveon. Appreciate that. I've had the issue sometimes when my AirPods cut out. Sometimes it messes up the stream or messes up the audio. So, all right, here we go. We got the Umbreon Espeon pack. Let's pull one of those cards. I don't know. Opening any vintage tonight. I wish. You got any to send to me? The only vintage pack I have is got a base set Spanish pack I got not too long ago, but I kind of just got it to keep sealed because I thought it was cool. Festival Grounds. Cypher Maniacs Code Breaking. Come on. Okie dokie. Okay, Leafeon EX, the regular one. It's something. Now, Tom, we did open some Crown Zenith earlier, so some people would consider that vintage nowadays, so. Andrew said, you mentioned Dan, have you joined his Patreon, debating doing it? I've joined it in the past. I'm not currently, but yeah, definitely recommend it. Like, it can be some good value. They do like monthly calls with him and Jake, Pokenomics. Definitely some solid information, and really Jake especially, I feel like provides some really grounded advice, I think, based on how the market's going. So yeah, they're good guys. Yeah, guys, we can't be done there. I got a couple more boxes. I guess we'll do a poster collection box next. We'll see how that goes. Got a minefield of booster packs around me. My office is a complete mess right now. It's very difficult to keep it clean these days, especially after a vending event. I still have stuff out from that, and then yeah, I keep just getting boxes in the mail. Don't know what to do with them. Quantum says I wasn't able to find any Pokemon for my daughter, so we ended up getting some Lorcana. Nice. It's a solid choice. Yeah, I feel like every time I go to like Target, there's always Lorcana there, so it's obviously not on the hype train like Pokemon is right now, but it can be a nice alternative. That's one thing I do wonder, is if this boom is going to bring attention to other properties, other TCGs. I feel like that kind of happened in 2021, like hence the inception of MetaZoo. So we kind of saw even non-Pokemon stuff gaining traction. Love these promo cards. Nice swirl on that Vaporeon. Always gotta check. And on the Jolteon too. Crazy thing is, we had a guy in our local area. He got caught with a one of those like metal detector scanner things. I don't know what it is. I barely have heard about this, but apparently there's, I don't know if you can use like a stud finder or something like that to like check for a holo in a pack. Apparently he was doing it for Lorcana though. I guess it must be easier to find hits. Let's keep it rolling. So far, the best luck I've seen from any of the prismatic products have been from the surprise boxes. Some of you know I've got my demigod pack from that, and then crazily enough, so my friend Logan, some of you have seen him on a video before. Maybe he's still watching, I'm not sure. I saw him in here earlier. He got a god pack out of his. He got all the evolutions. It was insane. Bronzong, Bronzor, Spritzy, nothing. Again, guys, drop your questions below and check out the links in the description and the pinned comment if you want to rip any packs with me tonight. Ooh, nice. We got the Kieran Pokeball. Still no Master Ball tonight. Riolu and ooh, Atticus. Not bad. So that one is the double Silver Star, so not an SIR. Do I know where Pokemon launched in America outside of Japan? Where? I mean, didn't it? I mean, it should have launched all across the country, I'm pretty sure. Oh, there's Logan. Good to see you. Dude, I cannot believe that you got that. Can we do it? We got Bunnery, Professor's Research, Pinsir, Black Belt, Pokeball, Hippowdon, and Holo Flareon. Dang. I guess we got the Atticus from that box. Something. I knew this was going to happen. We're going to have to rip all these boxes, I'm pretty sure. He said, I happened to grow up next to the town where it launched. Oh, okay. So I guess you know. So what was it called? So you're saying it was launched in a single town? Maybe it was like the first local game store to have it or something like that, or I don't know. You'll have to educate me, I guess. Really appreciate y'all hanging out tonight. Again, drop your questions in the chat. Thank you, Michael. Says happy birthday, man. Appreciate you. Come on. Let's get some sort of SIR here. Topeka, Kansas. Okay. Quite an interesting spot to start things with. Bronzor, Spritzy, hey, Rayfort, another regular full art trainer. We're getting stuff. We are getting stuff. Just not the best stuff. Not a single Master Ball yet, and yeah, of course we want the SIRs. they changed the town's name to Topekachu. Interesting. Michael, no, I have not opened One Piece 2 recently. I do still have at least one or two boxes I intend to open on the channel. I just haven't gotten around to it because Pokemon's been the hot thing lately. So, but yeah, I do have. What do I have? Is it Opio 9? Is that the black box? I still have that. I want to open another one of those. I want to open, and then I think I still have an PRB 01 box, which I've debated if I should open it. I kind of want to open it, but it's also gone up in value a little bit, so you can be looking out for those on the channel. We'll probably get to that pretty soon. Oop, skipped right to the Goldeen. Still just a Pokeball. I would really love these Gen 1 Pokemon in a Master Ball. So, Screamtail, Hollow Dusknoir. Got a little reverse energy. Valor said, no better time than the present. Reward yourself. For sure. Yeah, I was honestly very fortunate because I was like, man, what would I like to actually rip for my birthday? And literally the next day, I got a box in from Amazon with these poster collections. I completely forgot I bought them. So. All right, so Quantum is still telling me more about this place where Pokemon launched. They threw Pikachus out of airplanes to kids at the local airport. Huh. Very interesting. I'll have to look into this. So you're waiting for your Boa Hancock to come back from grading. Nice. You got the... Did you actually get the manga rare? Or a manga rare? Everybody in the comments wants to correct me. Do you like Miltank? Halucha. Pinsir Reverse. Briar. Hollow Flareon. I mean, Vaporeon. Wow. Michael said I pulled the Blackbeard alt art. Nice. Yeah, I was very, very excited that I pulled the Zoro from that. I think that was from 09, right? Yeah, that was pretty cool. Unfortunately, it wasn't gradable. I do want to have all my Zoros graded, so. But very cool. Michael asks, have I been trying the Best Buy drops? Yes, I tried, but to no avail. It's basically impossible. I will say, guys, if any of you guys have signed up for PokeNotify, it definitely is not the easiest to get a lot of these products, even with that. But I will say I have been successful several times. Even in the last week, I've actually picked up some 151 booster bundles. So you're probably gonna for each of the restocks they notify you about, you're probably gonna go through like 20 before you actually get something, but it is possible to get stuff from it. So. Lacey, Carmine, nothing. Tell you what, these binder collections, these are not where it's at. Opio 7. 51 has a bunch of hearts on it. All right, last pack of this box here. Then we only have one box after this, so I don't know. I don't know about these binder collections. Dunsparce, getting a lot of Pokeballs, but still no Master Ball. Carmine and Mela. All right, not bad. We've got 4 full art trainers so far. Here's where we're at from our, so far, 3 binder collections and 1 poster collection. Here are our Pokeballs. And then a couple miscellaneous EXs. All right. Last box magic. All right, guys. Last chance to submit your questions. Appreciate you guys hanging out and chatting. And also last call for packs if anybody wants to rip anything. Guess I should probably double check, make sure nobody else has purchased yet. Oh, here's another Pokeball we missed. All right, this is it. Good thing we got a Umbreon pack to end off. Michael asked, what episode are you on in One Piece? I don't know what number, but let's see, where are we at? It's been like a week or 2 since I've watched, since the last one I watched. We are in the, we're in the Water 7 arc, which is a pretty long arc. I'm kind of surprised how long it is. We just got to the naval base, whatever it's called, like where the prison is. I forget what it's called. What's that place called? But yeah, that's where we're at. So they just got there. They were on that sea train for the longest time. It's not a bad arc though. I just don't like how they draw things out so much sometimes. Quantum Key, got a Jet Bro. Have a wonderful night and birthday weekend. Thank you so much. Thanks for hanging out and asking questions. Hope you have a great night as well. G10. Is that what it's called? Oh, yeah, Annie's Lobby. That's right. Yeah, so I'm still enjoying One Piece. I kind of will watch it for like, I'll kind of binge it for a week or so, then I'll take a couple week break. Still also, what's the other one I'm watching right now? It's kind of like Gundam. What is it called? Oh, that's gonna bug me. So it's a good show though, if I remember what it is. All right, let's get through our first pack here of our last box. Carmine, Great Tusk, Furfro, still Pokeball, Houndour, Hollow Espeon, Sexpeon. Michael said the Water 7 and these lobby arc was really good. Yeah, that's good to hear. I am liking it overall. Yeah, Andrew, so I've been kind of like in the marketing field for a while. So I've owned my own business for a good while, doing graphic design, branding, and then it kind of transitioned over into more like content marketing, and then I worked for a startup for a good while. And yeah, at this point, honestly, this is kind of what I do full time right now, between the content and then selling. So yeah, it's been a crazy journey, transition into things, but it's kind of just what I fell into, I suppose. And then I also do, to your other comment, I also do some I guess hand-drawn artwork. So basically I work for, or I do work for the Topps company, that they produce, of course, a lot of sports cards, a lot of football and baseball, basketball, but they also do other IPs like Star Wars and recently Marvel, and they're actually coming out with some other stuff pretty soon. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say what those are, but anyway, yeah, Marvel, Star Wars, I can talk generally about. So I do basically sketch cards, which are like inserted as one of ones into these Topps boxes, and so they're kind of like a big hit for a lot of people if they pull a sketch card, because basically like a one of one. So yeah, that's one of, I guess, my many jobs. Also do some real estate investing, and I've written books in the past, so those are some other income streams. But yeah, I like to do a lot of stuff. Yeah, sure, I can show you some art. Let's open this pack first. Suicune, Buddy Poffin, Kieran, Suicune Reverse, Duskull, and another Friends in Paldea. Man. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well this evening. Alright, so first thing I can show you . So these are like an example of like some sketch cards that I do. These are actually on my own custom card stock. Just take these stickers off of them. Yeah, so I do kind of offer custom stuff for people like this, commissions. So I've done a couple little Pokemon art cards, and so whenever, if somebody were to get one of these, I would sign it on the back. Got Ditto, got Raichu. This is probably one of my favorites. Many people don't know that Red's first Pokemon was Poliwhirl in the manga. We got Captain Pikachu, And then I got a couple Marvel stuff here too. Yeah, so those are some of my ones I have on hand. And then I'll show you my Instagram account real quick. You guys can go give it a follow if you get a second. Whoops, sorry. I mean to shake the camera. So here's some of my sketch art that I've done for tops. If it'll let me see it. Okay, let's maybe do this. Give me 1 second. I appreciate that, Michael. See, I'm trying to see if these are on. Not that well centered, but it's Ezra from Ahsoka. I do kind of these variants where it's kind of like inverse colors. Oh, I did this one. I gave this to Pat Flynn, Pocket Monster, back at Card Party. He likes Back to the Future, so kind of did a little variation of him going back in time and stealing a base set box. Show you those. This is one of my favorites. So yeah, go check it out. It's called Legend of Luke Art on Instagram. I post stuff frequently on there. Anyway. All right. This is it. 3 packs left. We got Applin, Goldeen, Hoot, Amorous, Carmine, Great Tusk, Professor Seda, PokeNE, Black Belts, Monkey Dory, Hoot, Lacey, Executor, Monkey Dory, Area Zero. Dang. All right. All right, guys. I mean, again, some pretty decent hits. We got a lot of full art trainers. Not my favorite, but could be worse. Here we go, guys. Last shot. Yeah, but guys, keep the questions coming. We'll keep going until you guys are done. Here we go. Friends in Paldea, Bronzor, Furfrou, Larvitar. Can we get that last pack magic? Lacey. Driplin, Pokeball Reverse. Houndour, and guys, we're ending off with Vaporeon Hollow. Man, brutal. All right, well, it was fun. And this is why you just buy the cards. This is why we don't yell. Michael asks, what are you focused on collecting more right now, vintage or modern cards? I'm actually did a video about this pretty recently, actually, but I'm mostly trying to focus on vintage at the moment. It's tough because sometimes I see deals come up for modern stuff that I like as well, but I really feel like, yeah, I just feel like a lot of the modern stuff feels a little bit inflated at the moment, a little more risky. I guess the vintage feels a little bit more like even some of it has gone up. Even though some of it has gone up, I feel like it's going to probably maintain its price a little bit better than some of the modern stuff. Not that some of the modern stuff won't stay where it is. I definitely think a lot of the alt arts are probably going to be what they are. A lot of like the tag team alt arts as well. I guess I'm just a little skeptical about some of the more modern stuff, especially stuff that still is likely to get reprinted. I think anything after Paradox Rift, I think, has a solid chance of getting a reprint. So that means Temporal Forces, the Greninja from Twilight, the I guess technically like the stuff from Shroud of Fable could get reprinted, Stellar Crown, the Pikachu from Surging, and then then Prismatic. I feel like all that stuff is gonna probably get reprinted at some point. Maybe not all of it, but I think the popular stuff most likely will, like Surging and Prismatic. And so yeah, I personally would not pick up any of that stuff right now. I think you might have a better chance waiting, because more printing means more supply on the market, and in order for the price to maintain what it is now, we'd have to see just the same amount of people come into the hobby at the same time. But anyway, long explanation for that, but hey, thanks for the question, Ryan. He said, if you were starting out collecting for fun or art in SMB right now, which set would you focus on? Very good question. So yeah, there's so many good like illustration rares, like I mentioned earlier. So I'd probably definitely focus on a lot of the illustration rares, because unfortunately I guess the reason that a lot of those have been the things that have shot up in value is because really the textured like SIRs from the first half of Scarlet and Violet have really been kind of lackluster. Like, they're not very popular Pokemon. But honestly, Scarlet and Violet base, there's some really cool ones in there. If I'm remembering correctly, I think that one has like the Sudowoodo is a cool one. Maybe that one's from Paldea Evolved. I get them mixed up. But then I know there's like a Slowpoke and SV base. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones in Paldea Evolved as well. Obsidian Flames. I guess I'd probably go through a lot of those sets that aren't probably going to get reprinted, and I would start picking those up. And again, you probably could have got a better price if you had bought them a lot sooner, but it is what it is. It's hard for me to see some of those coming down. I think I really love the Squirtle and the Bulbasaur from Stellar Crown, so those ones still might be good pickups, even though that one will probably get a reprint at some point. I still feel like those two cards feel a little bit undervalued. I think that those will eventually be like probably $100-$200 cards, similar to the Magikarp. I think the Squirtle will probably be a $200 card eventually, and the Terapagos, which now is the most expensive card, I think will probably be like a $60 card at some point. So those could be some good ones. Yeah, hopefully that's helpful. Definitely look at Obsidian Flames. There's some amazing illustration rares in that set, and a lot of them have gone up recently, like the Ninetales, but some of them I think are still pretty cheap. Hope that helps though. I feel like also, not everybody likes these, but I personally like the Walking Wake and the Gouging Fire from Temporal Forces. Like, people don't talk about that set very much, but I think it's a really great set. And there's the Morty's Conviction with the Gengar in it. I really like that card as well. As I mentioned in my recent videos, you know, whatever is not the hyped thing right now, like whatever people are not talking about, that's usually when you want to pick up those cards, when they don't have the demand, because eventually somebody might make a video, PokeRev might make a video saying that the Morty's Conviction is his favorite card from Scarlet and Violet, for all we know, and then that card will go up to $200. That's just an example. That might not happen, but that's how these things tend to happen though. Like we saw with like the Umbreon V from Evolving Skies, it was like a less than $100 card for the longest time, and then PokeRev said that was his favorite card from Evolving Skies, and then it shot up to like $200. So yeah, don't go with where everybody else is collecting, at least if you want to actually get stuff at the best prices. Yeah, sure thing, Ryan. Definitely loving what I'm seeing in Stellar and Paldea Evolved. Yeah, and I apologize because I'm speaking as if you probably know a lot about a lot of these sets. If you're brand new to the hobby, which I know a lot of people are, I'm sorry if anything I'm saying is kind of confusing. But yeah, if you go to like go to the collector app, and it's like getcollector.com, I think, or you can download it from the App Store, but you can see like set lists of the entire of these sets. You could also go to the PokeLector app. PokeLector is how it's spelled, and you can look up the cards in each set and see what you like from there. The Houndoom from Shrouded Fable is underrated for sure. I agree. Yeah, I have that around here somewhere. Yeah, I just got too much stuff on my desk. I'm not gonna be able to find it right now, but yeah, I was fortunate enough to get that one when it was still cheap. It may still be undervalued, you never know. Let me look what it's at right now. Sorry, whenever I'm streaming, these pages load very slowly, unfortunately. There he is. So this one's at $48 right now. Yeah, it's hard to say, because I mean, it definitely spiked very recently. So again, this is kind of like what I was saying. This is what's the hype thing now. Like, everybody's now talking about how these Shrouded Fable illustration rares are underrated and they've gone up so much. So now honestly may not be a good time to buy it. You may want to wait and see if it has like another correction, but as you can see, it's also started to level out, so now it might still be okay. But then again, if you like the card, it's all for enjoyment anyways. and you have the money to spend on it, I don't see why not. Ryan said, coming back to the hobby after decades at the worst time, it seems. Best of times or worst of times. It's I definitely understand it's not fun when it's hard to find products and stuff like that, but at the same time, just wait and see. In a year or two, when things die down, people will be wishing things were like this. So there's positives and negatives to it. Like, yes, everything's expensive, but it's expensive because everybody is here collecting, and that makes it more fun too. The fact that there are more people around doing it with you. So, but if you really love this stuff, you'll be able to stick through it, through the peaks and valleys, and take advantage of it in that way. And that's just speaking from someone who's at least been through one of these cycles. I came in during the last hype period, and so you could have argued it was the worst time to get into it, but I don't know, I still was able to find stuff to collect somewhat affordably, and as long as you kind of stick to your budget, and there's a lot of stuff to collect, a lot of really great stuff out there. And Marquitos Shrudi, something like that. Sorry if I'm butchering the name. Do you have any unwanted cards? I've barely been collecting for like 3 days now. Well, I appreciate the question. We do often do giveaways on the channel, usually on Whatnot. Unfortunately, I was hoping to do some giveaways tonight, but I didn't have time to figure out how that works through my streaming software. But we often do giveaways through Whatnot. So if you want some free cards, you can first of all get $15 free. You can actually use my link that should be in the description of this video, I believe, to join Whatnot. So you got $15 there to spend on Pokemon cards, and then if you tune into some of my streams in the future, there's a good chance you can enter in and win some free packs. Usually is what I give away. Hey Sean, good to see you. Thanks for hopping in. Ryan said, good point. Popularity doesn't mean shelves cleared and scalpers everywhere. It also means the community is growing and we can enjoy that. Yeah, I feel like I remember even making a video. It was probably one of my first like 5 or 6 videos on the channel. I remember making a video saying that and it was actually a Pokemon card hunt where I went out searching for products and I found absolutely nothing. But the thing is, scalpers, though they're not ideal, they're still kind of just a byproduct of a thriving hobby. So that's kind of just the way I choose to look at it. Yeah, I definitely understand the frustration, even myself too. I literally just ripped my last Prismatic Evolutions. I consider myself fortunate that I was able to find any, but I also, who knows if I'll be able to find any more. But yeah, so I'm like a lot of you. I'm not able to find a lot of product either. Yeah, definitely check out Hidden Fates. I've mentioned that in my video. I'm a big fan of the set Hidden Fates, and most of it seems to be pretty affordable still. You can collect all the baby shinies and that sort of thing. Even Paldean Fates, I feel like I don't know if like a lot of stuff has really gone up in Paldean Fates besides like the Bubble Mew. I'm kind of curious about that now. I'm gonna go look it up. So what's a good example? Maybe like the Scyther. That's like kind of like a random one, but still a popular enough baby shiny. Yeah, there it is. So it's about $7 right now. It's a cool card. I don't have this one yet, but I'll definitely be adding this to the collection because I like it. Yeah, even stuff like this, seeing like little spikes, but it's still fairly cheap. Like it's not, yeah, it's what, gone up like $1 barely. Yeah, so you can complete most of your Paladin Fates Master set. There's a lot of really cool half art cards in that set. And yeah, the Bubble Mew, that's gonna take some saving up, and the Charizard. But I'll bet you can probably complete most of that set for a reasonable price. Hey Drew, good to see you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Drew, are you going to either of the card parties this year? I was fortunate enough to meet him at a card party last year. Sean said, I do think the inability for people to get product might cause people to leave the hobby. Yeah, and that definitely is unfortunate. Yeah, it's I guess the part that I sympathize with it, but I don't, because again, I feel like there are still other things to collect. Like you can still enjoy this hobby affordably if you're in it only for the newest thing. Then I don't know, it's hard. Like obviously I'm not saying that you're not a fan, but you're obviously I don't know if I'm really speaking clearly, but I feel like there are things to appreciate about this hobby beyond just Prismatic Evolutions. And so if people end up leaving and are kind of pushed away because of that, I just think it's unfortunate. Because I think that, yeah, I think there are other things to collect. Zolo says happy birthday, have a great weekend. Thank you. Yeah, what do you guys think? What are you guys collecting now? Are there other eras of Pokemon you think people should look into? I'd be interested to look at it too, because I'm always looking for good stuff for a good price. I mean, you got the whole Nintendo era EX. Those half arts with like the silver borders are really cool, and they're not like the cheapest, but they're not, but you know, it's one of those things nobody's talking about right now. I'd be curious to know, have those cards even moved? So like, what's a good example? So here's one that I would personally love to add to the collection, the Espeon EX. Let's see what that one's doing. Oh geez, I didn't know this was $500, so maybe this one has gone up. Yeah, definitely has seen some growth recently. So yeah, people are starting to discover even these other eras. Almost like $100 jump. Crazy. I'm sure there's still some like non-popular, less popular Pokemon that you could get for cheaper, but I wonder about like the primes, like Espeon Prime. I don't love a lot of these, but there's a couple of the primes I like. It's a damaged copy. Let's see. I will say it's getting harder to find near mint copies on TCG Player. Even this has seen some growth. So from 42 to 50, so not as big of a jump. So like, I would still probably consider that to be a decent price to get this at, if it's not like it's grown, but it's not as much as it could. Yeah, just trying to give some examples, some other stuff you guys can look into. I personally, probably my favorite of the primes is the Raichu Prime. Kind of cool looking. It is wild though. It just seems like everything is going up. from 22 to 27-ish. John said, my local store does not have any cards other than not just having Prismatic Evolutions. Yeah. Yeah, and that's unfortunate too, because if I were to guess, your store probably sold stuff closer to MSRP. Maybe, even if it was like a little higher, you know, stuff like that is going to get bought up really fast, which is why a lot of game stores, they are charging closer to market. And that can suck from our perspective, but looking at it from their perspective, if they just, you know, sell it out just at a very cheap price, then they're completely out of product like that. Tom said, I'm biased towards Gen 3 and 4 cards. Interesting. I'm not too familiar with those generations. What are your favorite cards, or what are your favorite Pokemon from those gens? John said, I'm trying to master all the Psyducks in all languages. Nice. That's a cool goal. Yeah, we were looking at it earlier. Is there a more expensive Psyduck than like the Munch Psyduck? That's what I would think would be the most expensive one, but I don't know. I was saying that of all the Munch promos, I'd probably will collect that one at least. Tom says, check out Call of Legends, Evolutions, Hollows, and Reverses. Let's check it out. Let's see if there's a good way to look this up here. If we just do this. Guess we'll sort by high to low and see what comes up. Oh yeah, they got that shiny Lugia, the shiny Rayquaza. Those are cool. Oh yeah, that's right, this set has the energies with like the Pokemon silhouettes. Those are cool. Got shiny Groudon. Yeah, see, this is a set that nobody is talking about right now, and one that I honestly don't even know very much about. Kind of that middle era. But there's some cool stuff. Like, I like this Lugia. I like both the Lugias and the Rayquazas. It's got an Umbreon. So like stuff like this, like, because everybody's talking about Umbreon right now. Does this mean all the Umbreons go up? Oh, it's heavily played. Let's see. Yeah, so for a near mint copy of this, it's actually gone down some. So if you're an Umbreon collector, there's a fairly affordable one. And Logan says, vintage, and more vintage. I'm with you. Sometimes I wish I didn't like modern, because it's just it can distract me sometimes. It's a nice Espeon too, and Ninetales. Yeah, these are definitely nice hollows. And who was it? Tom who was talking about this, or yeah, Tom. Are these the ones that have like more of the I don't know what you call a hollow, but it's kind of like more like horizontal lines on them. So Sean confirmed that the Scream Psyduck is the most expensive. Yep. It's a sweet Ninetales though. I really hate how TCG Player doesn't default to near mint anymore. It's really annoying. It used to. I mean, I'm glad they made it easier to like sort by condition, but it's still, sometimes it'll show like moderately played as like the first result. So 20 bucks for this Ninetales. It's a solid pickup. I'm not gonna claim that they're gonna go up in value more from now, but again, if you're looking for stuff to collect that's cool, like these are cool cards. Oh, these have Cosmos as well? Okay. Hey Sean, since you're just hopping in, what did you think about the Pokemon announcements from the video today? Any takeaways? Oh yeah, this Gyarados is awesome. I like this one. It's not like Gyarados is my favorite Pokemon or anything, but there's just so many good Gyarados cards. That one is by... oh, that one's by Arita. Cool. Yeah, this one's sweet too. About to go Super Saiyan. Any other call outs for some good good eras to look at? That was definitely a good call, Tom. Oh, Sean, yeah, I had a chance to look at it. Nice. Yeah, we kind of watched it earlier in the stream. So if you want to react with me, you can go back and rewatch it, but yeah, kind of like last year, nothing like groundbreaking, but some stuff to look forward to. Polo to Pool says happy birthday and happy Pokemon Day too. Appreciate it. All right, well guys, last call for anybody who wants to rip any packs. Again, you can click the link in the description or the pinned comment to go purchase the packs over on District. And last call for any other questions that we can answer, but I'm definitely fading, so haven't really had dinner yet, so probably need to go do that. Oh, I know what I was going to say from a conversation earlier. We were talking about One Piece. So I finally started watching the live action One Piece. It's actually really good. I'm really enjoying it. So I think I'm on I've been watching it with my wife because she's not much into like anime or like anything cartoon, but I convinced her that kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean or something like that. But yeah, so we're watching the live action one, and I'm really impressed with some of the adaptations, especially the actors they got to play each of the characters. So definitely a fun one. Ryan said, go eat, rest, and enjoy your birthday, Luke. Thanks for jumping on for us. Absolutely. Thank you for hanging out with me. It was fun. No crazy pulls today, but I'd say probably my favorite pool is still this one right here, the Magmortar Electivire from Ground Zenith. We pulled 2 of them somehow. All right, y'all. Please hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already. We're getting really close to 20,000 subscribers. I don't even know if we've gotten any closer during the stream, but yeah, definitely a big milestone coming up. Really appreciate all of you guys who have made that possible. And yeah, always don't be a stranger. Leave comments, ask your questions, and we'll do more of these in the future. But yeah, if you guys are watching the replay, like, subscribe, check out one of these videos here on screen. And yeah, guys, I'll catch you next time. Let's see if I can figure out a way to raid someone here, send you guys over. I know there's a couple people streaming tonight. Let me see if I can figure that out, if you guys will stick around for one more second. All right, setting up a redirect. Can we figure out a way to do it? All right, looks like my friend Java's on. Let's go check out his stream.